need a link to this.
Give me that. Take this. I wish there was like a quick link in this little thingy.
Didn't we figure that armor sucks?
Yeah, we figured armor sucks for my guy.
A little bit.
Yes.
Hmm.
We're gonna have to figure that out.
I was replacing the water spell that I
You
had.
5 extra there.
This little,
Huh?
whoops,
Oh,
you
yeah,
have?
that's right, 5 is it.
this little
Yeah.
star
Armor does
next to it.
nothing
Does that
unless
mean
it's
something?
No idea.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna steal some fucking magic.
Are we live? We are. We're live. Okay. Well, we're just like.
Living up to the fine tradition of Calvin announcing that we're going live.
And
We
no
go
one
live,
knowing
and
it.
then
no one
like
letting
a couple
no pick
minutes
anything.
later, we all just go, "Oh wait, are we on?"
Yeah. I'm glad that tradition still persists.
You know, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Okay.
Total obliviousness
What's the name of your
towards-
planet?
The world's Akros. ECHRAS. I think that's what we voted on.
Yeah,
I'd like to make that a No Man's Sky planet.
yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to look up the thing.
Cool. Good to see everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad to be here. It's been a hot minute for me. Like last week. Sorry for the snafu last week, but last
No apologies
minute
needed.
request from the kid, and I'm like, okay. So
Kids are kind of kid.
Yep.
And it's nice that you're the kind of dad who gives in to them wanting to have you around.
they still want me around. It's all like,
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, right.
That's good. Yeah, I'll take that.
I'll take it.
That's right.
The teenage years
Because
are fast
there's gonna come a point where like, go fuck off, Dad.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Mike. Oof. Like the teenage years are fast. Jack and Ollie are monsters compared to me. They're taller than me now.
Oh wow. Okay.
No, it's not. But when they're 14 and 12, it's sad as shit, man.
All right, that's enough out of you, Chris.
Look, I had an older brother who was 10 years older than me, so there's nothing I could ever do physically to him, but he was shorter than me, or is shorter than me, so I have short jokes for days. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I've always been
Nice.
short, so that's cool.
Look at this redwood, motherfucker.
Right. So let's see other things. How I guess Kingdom of Steam is going well, from what I understand.
Yeah, they managed to survive.
Good. So that's Sundays and Hunters
Yeah.
coming up on Wednesday.
Hunter's up Wednesday on the CT Avis channel.
Nice. You have your own channel. Sweet.
Still part of Oddlot.
Yeah. We're gonna have our own little network pretty soon. The Odd Lot Network.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But so thanks for everybody for all your patience for the world building, which has been pretty dynamite this go around. All the characters and all the thought you put into them so far, and helping us with this next new campaign from 1 to maybe 20. We'll see. But I'm kind of
least
terrified to go to
17.
20 in Pathfinder.
At least 17.
You might be
Well, it
less
might be more
terrified.
fun.
You might be
right?
less terrified as we go.
Yeah, it might be more fun. Those high levels might not be as crazy.
Well,
It might be much worse.
from when I took a quick look at some of the high level monsters, and I'm like, oh god. Like, wow. Like, okay, you deal like 80 damage in one hit. Like, what the
Numbers go up.
Yeah, it's weirdly exponential.
It's like what was happening to Ridge
So,
Factor last
but-
night.
It doesn't make us do trigonometry. I can handle big numbers.
Fair enough.
Yes.
He can do the trigonometry.
Yeah, and
I cannot.
so I guess today we'll start. When we start playing, a couple things I just want to hit, just so I'll have you all introduce yourselves at different times.
Awesome.
Yeah, just so I'll probably be doing a lot of talking in the beginning for a little bit.
Set
I've
the
got
scene. I love it.
yeah, when I have a image of the boat. We'll go through that kind of stuff and some other things along that nature, and then we'll sort of see what happens. And I want to be able to see what you all do, Cool. Other things before we begin. Other announcements, things we should know about.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Excited to be here.
Mario Day?
That-
Mario Day?
Mario
March
Day. It
Day.
is. It is Mario Day.
Oh, it's
Oh
Mario
snap!
Day.
That's a good.
Eh?
Okay. Double celebration day for today.
March, abbreviated to MAR, and then 10,
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah.
Ha-ha.
I'm
Let's
not
go.
gonna do. Yeah.
M-A-R.
It's a me.
Let's
1-0.
go.
What is
I
a
take my
meme?
guns for
It's a meme.
revenge. Yes. Run!
Okay.
We're ready. Oh, Tiny Mouse. Hi.
Okay.
People
so,
are here. They're excited. Somebody's
Yeah.
already chanting veg in
Yes.
chat.
Oh boy.
Amazing.
What does that stand for?
Vegetable Emancipation Group.
veg.
Guild. Group?
Group.
Guild is good too.
Oh, we're not a guild. That sounds.
That's too formal.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
That sounds like you'd have to fill out paperwork.
Exactly.
And
You
pay
have to do paperwork
dues.
for that.
Yeah.
Like, from what y'all have told me about your characters, I
That's
don't
not-
picture you doing paperwork.
What if we get money from all the other vegetables though?
Or being
Oh, okay.
They can be. Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody out in cyberspace, you are in on the ground floor of a brand new campaign, so this is a good time to check us out, see what, all the ridiculousness that's about to happen, and generally how we play and what we do. So it's cool. Well, if for anybody out there, welcome. Glad to have you. Feel free to participate in chatting, which I hear is already happening. That's great. Cheer on your favorite players and or your favorite groups, or or not, as however you see fit.
Favorite players, like there's any doubt.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Oh my gosh! Like and subscribe.
Ding the bell. Ding the bell.
I should. I gotta look.
Yeah, hey
put
Chad,
that into
it's
my
your
new
boy,
Rolodex
the
of
Oddbot.
announcements.
You should make a monster called the Lincoln Describe. Lincoln.
A monster.
Oh yeah.
I can subscribe.
No, it's a duo. It's instead of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, I have like and subscribe.
Oh my god.
And if you just NPCs,
Yeah,
I love
they're
it.
NPCs.
Just pop up.
I'm Mr. Like. I'm Mr. Subscribe.
Amazing.
Subscribe. Like and subscribe. It is a
I am like
whimsical
the
man.
subscribe.
I'm a subscribe. Anyway.
Oh, God.
So everyone else, everybody, thank you, and glad to have you here. And I guess I think it's time to put this thing up.
Fuzz.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Fuzz.
Yeah.
Fuzz.
The
Oh, boy.
Woo. Oh,
Okay.
exciting.
Right. So you've left the port city of Zant. Prior to being out in the ocean, the hubbub of the dockhands and cargo crews and general, I guess, shouting of people shouting, loading cargo, still resounds in your ears. It has not been long since you've left the port. You were familiar with Captain Valeria Stormeye. Stormeye Thorn. Stormeye is her nickname. Because when you look in her eyes, it looks gray and hazy.
Stormy.
Yes. You remember her giving directions to her deckhands and her crew, loading cargo, escorting three prisoners down to the brig. These three, they're right now, as you remember seeing them, there is a dwarf, there is a tiefling, and a human female, who were escorted down and down below. You see other cargo like silks, spices, other types of things that were either native to the port city of Zant or are exported or have been, being sold off other places. The ship you are on is relatively large, and it's going to look like this. If you can pass this around.
Ooh, shit.
It's
Take it, pass it down to us.
Okay, sure.
3 levels, 3 tiers ship, which is a very large galleon for this area, and so there is a consummate people, a lot of people manning it, and so on and so forth. The
What's the name of it?
the Erring Star.
Herring Star.
Yeah, ERRINGSTAR. The Erring Star.
Oh, I love that because to err is
divine.
well, it's a mistake.
Yes.
So,
So the
That's
ship
great.
itself, I don't remember. It's longer than a lot of other ships because it is designed for passengers, for cargo. Ships like this, you're aware, as you know from your experience, sometimes house cattle, sometimes carry lots of guns or other ammunitions. They are built for freight, but they're also a mix of transportation and combat, not strictly just freight travel. The top deck is where all the main things happen. There's the main steering wheel. It's 3 masts with a lot of square rigging, so there's plenty of ways to get wind should you need it, or stuff like that. Below decks, the level below. Where's my notes? Shoot. Is the gun deck essentially. So there's a lot of portholes with a lot of cannons, and this is a comfort to all of you because the seas you're going out to are not safe. It's a lot of it uncharted, and those ones that are charted are often run by pirates and other dangerous things, whether it's natural riptides or whirlpools or squalls. But often there's a lot of dangerous sea things that take out ships. And so this is by no means a safe passage or an easy journey for all of you, but you are all here for your various reasons. And the bottom level is mostly that's where the brig is, and there are some cabins for passengers. Often they are shared. For those who are civilian passengers, they usually sleep in hammocks, or sometimes if they have enough money, they rent a room, things like that. But as you leave the dock, you're left was very long. It stretches at least half a mile along the harbor of the port city. But you leave to calm seas, good strong breeze, bright sunny air, and montage a little bit. You are now out in the open ocean. Most of you are traveling for. Like I said, the main heading is the island city where there's a prison island off the coast of Zant. However, the wind has died, and you find yourselves kind of rocking up and down on the open ocean. And this is a comfort feeling, rising. It's slow, it's easy, but you can't help but feel that this is somehow more purposeful, that there's something more significant to this feeling here, and the up and down motion connects all of you in your own kind of deep ways. So there's a slight breeze, but not enough to move, and you feel the salt air on your skin. Those of you who are on the deck, blowing through your hair, it smells lovely, and the sailors work about, they shout to each other. Sometimes they're bored, some are whittling, there's not much to do when the ship's not moving. But they are there. Some passengers mill about on the top deck, looking around, scanning the open ocean, and taking in the atmosphere, or what they see around them. In the back corner near the captain's quarter, which is on the top deck, near the aft, a Goliath sits on a three-legged stool, whittling something. Captain Stormeye is at the helm, looking at the wheel, looking around, scanning things around. She pulls out a compass, looks at it, puts it back in her pocket. Then, excuse me, where'd they go? Where are my people? Oh, there they are, right in front of me. Duh. After she leaves the helm, she gives it to the first mate, a halfling. You know him to be Finnegan O'Malley, also goes by the name of Lucky. Yeah.
Lucky man.
And he takes the wheel, looks around, and there's something in his eyes, like a little bit squirrely. Not for all your animal folk. I don't mean that derogatorily. But there's something
consideration.
Yeah, something about the way he's looking around the ship is like a little. He's up to something, like mischievous or whatever. But that being said, he seems happy enough just to man the wheel and do his things. He's always carrying several pouches on him, like he's always got stuff. Like I think about Ned, but not without a vest.
Without the cool vest.
Yeah, without the cool vest. And the captain goes off down into her quarters.
Is she human?
She is human. Yep. She's about 35, about 5'8". Then, let's see. Other things you can know about her. She has a prominent scar over her left eyebrow, and her hair is often pulled back in braids. She has a collection of nautical tattoos on her forearms, and the one that always sticks out to you is this kind of anchor, writhed in tentacles. And sometimes if you look carefully, you see the tentacles squeezing the anchor.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah. Then
It's animated?
yeah.
It's alive.
Or at least you think it is.
The
It's
quartermaster.
Like that mermaid, I don't remember what that cartoon. Or
Just
was
Pete and
it?
Pete, by the way, it was the greatest TV show of all time.
I never saw an episode.
And
I just saw
Petunia, and you would do this.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
would
that's
do
right,
flex
yeah.
his arm
I
to
remember
make
that,
it. Yeah.
Great show.
So there is
Childhood
one
memories
one
unlocked.
dragonborn who is part of the crew. Oh, and after all of the news of the battle with Tiamat coming back and all of the hoopla and the siege of Cliffnall, you know, this dragonborn who is green scaled looks around nervously at a lot of people, and you kind of take this to be he's aware of the status of dragonborn and what might happen to him because he doesn't feel safe.
Remember?
Yes, he's the quartermaster, actually, and the carpenter, named Zoltar Varkalis, goes by Scales. He has a thick mane of dark brown hair, often tied in the back with these leather thongs. His eyes are golden, with slit pupils. He has a meticulously crafted wooden tool belt, and there's intricate carvings on his horns. So, he looks around, he's constantly checking the woodwork on the ship, the masts, and oftentimes whenever you encounter him, he's examining stuff to make sure it's perfect. Much of what the ship is now, he has repaired, and he has built and restructured. So he's kind of very knowledgeable about that stuff. Coming out of the captain's quarters is a half-elf woman. Her name, and you know her to be Alara Meadowlight. She is muscled and somewhat stocky. She has a short, curly brown hair with lines of silver, and her hair is often adorned with seashells and woven with thin blue ribbons. Her skin is tanned and subtle shimmer in the sunlight. Her eyes are deep violet. She has pointed ears and a collection of arcane tattoos on her wrists specifically. She is the ship's mage and healer. Yeah, she is responsible for, and that is
Ship's mage.
ship's
Yeah.
mage. Yeah,
Of course.
she is also has. Oh, let's see. She's almost a scholar. She likes to study various things, particularly sea life and other sea vegetation. More like
Marine biology.
yeah, more the marine biology side of this. And you see her walk out with her little book, taking notes, and she goes off to the bow of the ship just to watch the waves and see what happens. Because oftentimes things will emerge and float around. She likes to sketch pictures as quickly as she can.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Then the bosun is a man named Dave.
Dave the bosun.
Dave Ironbelly Stonefist. Yeah. Yep, that's what I did. I named him Dave.
Look, every so often, you've just got to have a character who's Dave or Bob or whatever. Like,
Yeah. And he's the bosun and master of arms. So from down the second deck, you hear him like cleaning out the cannons, giving orders to deckhands, moving cannonballs around, organizing, reorganizing ships, stuff like that. He's stocky and robust, quintessential kind of burly dwarf guy, except he's on a boat.
He's dwarf. Okay.
Yeah, he has a long braided red beard, and often there's tangled sea salts and a bit of metal. Otherwise, he's bald. His skin is ruddy and weathered with calloused hands. His eyes are dark brown with a stern and unwavering gaze. He sports a large, ornate axe strapped to his back and has numerous scars on his arms. And the axe, even though he's on a safe space, never leaves his back. It's just that is one of his important things. Also coming up from the lower decks is Silas. Goes by Silent, a tiefling, male tiefling. He is actually the ship's cook and steward. So he's lean and agile. He always has this air of mystery about him. He has slick black hair neatly styled between his horns. His skin is pale gray with a faint reddish tint. Looks like he's always kind of like a little bit sick, kind of clammy almost. And his eyes are yellow and nearly jaundiced. And no matter what he's doing, he usually wears his dingy apron, and his long, thin tail flicks nervously about. And he looks more nervous, almost more than Scales does. But for, that's just, it's difficult to tell if that's just him or if that's just, there's something else going on. But he does put together a mean potato stew. From down below decks, you hear this kind of like a kind of gas explosion, and you see this smoke coming up between the floorboards from below. and you realize that the ship's mechanic and inventor, Quick Finger Spark Fizzle.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good name.
The gnome.
That's a no.
I was gonna say, that is a gnomish name if I've ever heard one.
Yep.
Trying to process that.
Has set off another invention. Failed. She is small and nimble with quick hands and a curious demeanor. You've seen her before, and she has bright blue hair, wiry hair, which often sticks up at odd angles. Very anime.
Yeah.
She has light brown skin with a dusting of soot and grease, and her bright green eyes dart around with curiosity. She always has a collection of goggles and tools strapped to her belt and or around her on her neck, and she is often a constant stream of whistles and hand gestures. She doesn't speak an awful lot. She kind of goes, whoo, and she just does this kind of stuff, and somehow she communicates.
That's my
Awesome.
favorite character so far.
That's awesome.
Then the last one is the main crew is Rorak Deepwater. He's a full-blooded orc. He is the main deckhand and harpooner, and he's your boss, essentially, because you're one of our deckhands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you know Rorak pretty well. He's kind of no nonsense, especially when he's on duty in the ship. Off duty, when he's on shore, he's like no holds barred, don't get out of, stay out of his way. He's mayhem in the chaotic way possible, but he takes his job very seriously, and he's hell-bent on keeping everyone safe here. He often has a harpoon in hand, and you can see him either sharpening it, practicing different moves, or other stuff like that. He is broad and powerful with a muscular build, and a fierce presence. His skin is greenish-gray with numerous scars and tattoos. His black coarse hair is often tied back in thick braids. He has dark brown eyes that have a predatory intensity. It is difficult to miss his large protruding tusks. He also has a personal collection of harpoons and hunting trophies, which he proudly displays below deck. So those are that's the main crew that you are familiar with. Excuse me. And so we'll start with the upper decks here. Who is on the upper deck? The top, the open air.
So, near the harpoon guy would be this just big lump of an otter named Tag. And, like, he's just... like, he's equally as tall, but, like, just more, like, sleek as he. But, like, other than that, he's just got, like, some, like, rough spun like trousers and like two hatchets slung on to either side, and he's just kind of standing there like almost dopily next to I'm sorry, what was his name again?
You can call him Deepwater.
Deepwater.
That's or Rorak.
Yeah, so he's just kind of waiting there, just kind of like looking out at the horizon, just kind of enjoying stuff, because this is his first time on something this big, and he's just like, man, this is so cool. And just kind of like waiting for Deepwater to say something like, go do this. And he's like, ooh.
Okay. Who else is up here?
I'm gonna be looking for the captain.
Okay. Captain went into her quarters.
Oh, she went to her quarters.
Yep.
And
Which is right below here.
where's that Goliath?
He was hanging out pretty much right over here.
All right, I'm going around the other side from the captain's quarters.
Okay.
And I am...
As you move, you see the whittling kind of get more aggressive.
Perhaps he requires some spiritual assistance. I am Brother Argo. I am blonde-haired, blue-eyed, 6 foot, handsome, holy man. And I am here to tend to your spiritual needs, which is what I wish to speak with the captain about.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just dressed down in my casual attire, not wearing my robes or my armor.
Feel free. She's in. You can feel free to knock on the door if you wish, or we can wish to wait for her, or something else.
I'll wait till the other people.
Okay. Fair enough. Who else might be on the upper open air deck? Nobody. Good. All right. Let's go down to one level below the gun deck, which also has cargo and other stuff. Who's down here?
That's gonna be us.
Okay.
So, in one corner, there's a small cage that has a little white fox with like little black padded feet and ears. Just kind of sitting there in the cage with a shipment label. And there's a lock on said cage.
That just starts wiggling. And then all of a sudden, you hear me go, "You ready, buddy?"
Small fox sound.
Oh, so
And then
They can't speak yet.
Because
Later
as a
levels,
fox, you can't
yes.
speak. Oh, cool.
Question: can they speak kitsune?
Yep.
Kitsune?
Kitsune.
In
Yep.
that form?
Yes.
In dog form?
Yeah.
So I say, "Are you ready, buddy?"
Oh.
In your
Oh, there's
tongue.
yeah.
So then you just, and then you see the lock just, and I swing it and then pop the lock off, and then as the lock falls to the ground, you just see, poof, poof, and you see the little raccoon of Coda, the Tanuki.
C or K?
K. Thank you. K-O-T-A.
Fox will then just kind of push the door open, step forward, and then a pale, shadowy miasma will just kind of like envelop him, and then stretch up to a standard human height, lift away, and then there is a completely normal-looking human person, black hair. He's just kind of wearing some casual clothes at the moment. Piercing yellow eyes, though.
Does he have a name?
What's his name?
Izuna. I-Z-U-N-A.
Yeah, so look, I think he went over this way. I think he was taken this way. Maybe we should crouch down and go see if we can find him.
Do we need tickets for this?
What do you mean tickets for this? We're already on the ship, guy.
I know, but if anybody has, maybe you should lift some.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's a pretty decent idea. I want to go look around. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go look around and see if I can't see any easy marks that I can, that's maybe sleeping in a hammock down here or something that's like don't have their sea legs and they're and I want to lift 2 tickets.
Okay. So down here, there's a couple of people. One guy is like sitting down, like rocking back and forth in his chair. He is a dwarf, and you met him earlier because it's you introduced yourself on the boat. He goes, you know him by Mog Stonefist, not related to the other Stonefist above, but different family.
Stonefist, no relation.
Yeah. And then there's also another gnome down here who sits on a briefcase that is like jammed, like barely contained, and it's got like it's always like vibrating with it.
That's gross.
Yeah. So he sits on top. I was like, hey, and his name is Geever Thong.
Geever Thong. Okay.
And then there's also a halfling down here named Van Everson, who is to be a traveling performer. And he's been very happy to talk about all of his exploits at the local bars and dives.
So immediately, my marks, and look around the corner, and I'm like, well, they don't want to see a raccoon dude, so I turn into a kid version. So now I'm little dude, same coloring of hair, same kind of like eyes, but I'm human. Kid-like. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for the dwarf. I think I can get that ticket, and I think I can get the ticket off of that gnome. I don't want to go for the fancy pants over there. It looks like he could probably, he's got eyeballs.
Oh, what if we extract those eyeballs?
My man, now you're talking bread and butter, buddy. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go to the dwarf first.
Okay. Can we cut back?
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
let's cut back.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're heading over. We're gonna go. Let's see. First note. Rob Dwarf. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Moments in, shenanigans.
Yeah. Okay. Are you down here as well? With these?
I'd be wherever the brig is.
The three of us
okay.
are all
Three of us are
incarcerated.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go down to prison. Who wants to start?
Question:
Yes.
is there any light coming in to the brig?
That's important for us.
Because that's our food. So
Not particularly. There's a lot. There's
How long have we been at sea?
about a day.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we're starving.
Oh, come on.
I'm starving.
Yeah. I mean, there's no portholes.
Okay.
Down
there's no
with the brig,
portholes
we're in
down
trouble.
under. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. What's it?
Yeah, you guys go
You want
first.
to
Okay.
You?
How is the cells laid out?
What
You said
do
there.
we- yeah,
what
what
do we
does it look
see?
like
What do
where
we
we
see?
are?
Okay.
What's the?
So
Are these like?
there's two cells. There's two cells.
Okay.
Because so you three are put in one,
Oh, okay.
right? And the other three prisoners are put in the other.
There's 3 other prisoners.
Yes.
Right,
Okay.
the dwarf,
Those are
the
ones being
tiefling,
transported, yeah.
and
Dwarf.
somebody else.
And a female woman.
Okay, and then
Yeah,
human.
woman.
Okay.
Human,
woman.
unusual.
Human woman. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Who on the ship is? Yeah. Female human. As soon as I said, it, I'm like, God, that's not.
It's
not correct.
It's in his fantasy setting. It's
It's
fine.
been a while since I DM, so I'm sorry. All right. Yes.
Do you want us to
Yeah,
kind of describe
characters,
ourselves
yes,
and
please.
stuff like that? Okay,
Yeah.
I am a pumpkin leshy. Oh yeah, you can do there. You can see him there. And I have with me my companions. So there actually are 4 of us in this cell. I have my little cantaloupe friend, who doesn't speak, but he's a tiny little cantaloupe. Yeah, he's just got a pumpkin for a head.
What's his name?
Jack.
Jack.
Jack-o'-lantern.
What's your coconut or your cantaloupe's name?
Conti.
Conti.
What are you doing?
I'm just kind of like, groaning and like moving around a little bit.
Okay. And you are?
I am also a Leshy. Mine looks a bit like this, kind of monkey-like. She's got a bit of like a tail-like appendage. 3 eyes, but generally the top one is closed. She only opens that when she's casting spells, really. She has just 1 palm leaf kind of growing out of her shoulder, and she's tied that off with a little bit of rope to be kind of like clothes, because she wants to be more like Jack, because Jack is cool. Her name is Coco, and she's currently, she's got her tail wrapped around like the middle kind of side of the bars, and she's hanging upside down and just kind of, if there was blood rushing to her head, that's what would be happening. But she's just
But it's
kind of
coconut
laying
milk.
there. Coco.
Yes, we're a little bit lethargic.
We are, yeah, we're like, ugh.
A little droopy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. And
I am dead eyes just staring at you also. Just,
In another corner of the cell, attempting to ignore that, is my character, Grim Granite Brow. Grim is a dwarf. He stands proud at 4'4". He's got a long, dark brown hair and beard, both of which he keeps braids in for decorations. He's a little weirded out by his cellmates, never having met any Leshy before. Is attempting to ignore the staring, and he's just got this little pebble that he's just kind of been tossing up in the air and catching to try and pass the time.
Oh, there is light coming out of Jack's head as well, through the holes in his face. That are
Grim
kind of
is
eyes and
also
mouth.
attempting to ignore that. He's maybe even whispering to himself, don't worry, it'll all be over soon. We won't have to put up with these shenanigans anymore.
Oh,
Too much longer now.
what's going on with you? What do you think? We're getting out of here?
Oh, I don't know about you. I'm getting out of here.
He thinks we're getting out of here. Wait, how much longer? Because
Any minute now, I'll be getting out of here.
I'm starving.
Again, I didn't really say anything about, do you have friends coming in to break you out?
No, these are my friends.
Well, you're going to need a better plan then.
you have a plan? Huh. Okay.
Loving this already.
Let's work it backwards. Let's rob the dwarf.
All right, let's rob this sucker.
Okay.
All right. Thievery. I am trained in it.
So right now, Mog is kind of rocking back and forth. His eyes are kind of half open, kind of, rocking with the motion of the waves. Kind of sleepy.
And I'm gonna, as I do this, I'm gonna not wait for a wave to ebb and flow, but as I feel the cadence of the waves, I'm gonna fall into him and grab this ticket.
Okay.
Do we have those dice that happen in the
We
beginning
have
of
one of
things?
those.
We have one of those.
We have
Is this
one of
the
those.
first dice roll?
First dice roll and
What did you
more
get? What was it?
rolling.
It was a 1.
It was a 1? Our first dice roll of the game is a nat 1?
Not if he uses his hero point, it's not.
So, still, I'm a terrible rogue.
I don't know. I feel like that is.
I don't know if you should
That's-
undo that.
That's why we have a fall
take
guy.
A jail cell already.
You did it again.
I feel like the camera pans to the jail cell. They're messing something up.
Because you're
They're
sitting
messing
going,
something up. I can just feel it. I can just feel it.
holy shit. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to take this one as I go and fall
this
into
should
him.
be good.
I lock eyes with him as I grab. But not his pocket.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I know.
no.
Okay.
I grab the package that's bigger than one bulk.
No, why?
He's a dwarf. Get your bloody hands off me, you meager little thing! What are you doing? That's my wife's property. That's not yours.
It's. I can't even get a word out. That's it.
And
Hands up.
originally, he puts your hand on your throat, starts to pick you up. I swear to God, I'm going. He just.
I'm gonna step around the corner when I see him get lifted.
So,
What the hell is this?
Just the boy remembered.
What are you doing to that kid?
The kid is grabbing me coin purse.
What? You put that kid down right now.
Make a persuasion check or intimidation or whatever. it is.
Remind me to tell you a story after this.
amazing.
Off to a good start already.
Do you remember
How do
the
we think
last
this
time I
campaign's
started
gonna
a
go?
rogue
I don't
and
know,
the
first
first
roll, we
night
got
I
what?
rolled a shit and I died? Or I got put in a prison? You remember that? I am an awful
First
rogue.
dice roll campaign, natural one. It's been chronicled.
So there was a campaign we played where my last
That
rogue,
burden's been lifted.
where the opening night, he was trying to scale this wall and he got caught and he threw right into prison because I failed the roll. I am a terrible rogue.
good.
I talk up a really big game on how good I am,
And then the dice just sabotage you.
then I get a 1.
Fantastic.
And I get a 1.
You go with
Good times,
Persuasion,
good times.
baby.
Welcome to my
world too.
Diplomacy.
Holy shit.
16.
Okay, what do you say?
Like, listen, you don't look so good, and the kid definitely doesn't look so good right now. You should probably put him down before I get security or something.
He's solely he's like, yeah, you make a good point. Hold on. He vomits on the ground because he's seasick. And he sets you down in the vomit.
Oh, nasty.
And I just stand there. Sorry, mister. And I walk away in shame.
He looks at he's like, why is there a fucking kid on the boat anyway?
Yeah, so listen, I think that's a bust, and I think what we should just do is go get our friend out of here. What do you think? We don't need tickets. This is ridiculous. This is freaking ridiculous.
But I don't think we can hide everything we can steal.
Fails
right?
to pickpocket. Do we really
What? Yeah,
need the
of
tickets?
course. Of course we can. Yeah, so anyway,
Who was that anyway?
skulk
Whose idea
away.
was that anyway?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, Brother Argo. Just a moment.
Go in the cabin.
You hear some shuffling of papers moving around. All right, enter.
Captain Storm, I am Brother Argo, the new chaplain at the prison, and I wanted to offer my services to you. Perhaps later we could arrange a blessing for the ship, and perhaps the gods will favor us with some winds. However, my first and primary service is to the prisoners below, and I wish to go and start to rehabilitate them as soon as possible. So I am asking for access to approach the brig, and to start to bring these wayward souls back into the light of the deities.
Been a long time since we had a holy man on the ship. She looks you, gives you a close look up and down, making sure that you're, kind of who you say you are. So I guess, what deities or what deity do you profess to worship?
Checks
Oh
notes.
shit, the notes aren't there.
He always deletes them.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Crap. 1 second.
Just pick a
You're
deity,
good.
any deity. You're on a boat.
I know.
Thinking
Well, I had this written down though, so I kind of wanted to go
Oh, gotcha.
which one I had.
Was it maybe Umber Leaf?
Argo's aliases.
I was gonna say, there's the god he worships, and then there are the gods that he says that he worships.
Gotcha.
Helm, of course. Protection for our journey.
Oh, that effect. And so, you wouldn't want to, be a devotee to a storm god or a nature goddess, Helm. Perfect.
Well, Helm works in many, many ways, and protection does not simply mean from one's enemies. It means from the elements as well, so he may bless us with some wind. He's very persuasive up there in the heavens.
I think the only gods going to be blessing us out here are the evil ones, because they're cursing us with foul weather.
Oh, it's such a lovely day. Oh, because we're not moving.
Yes.
I see. What a shame.
It's like looks at the sunshine.
How long might this last? I'm anxious to get to where we're going.
Well, aren't we all? But the weather is a fickle mistress, so I can't rightly say. But that being said, if you are so inclined to tend to your religious duties, such as they are, I see no reason why I should stand in the way of your, I guess, ministry.
Yes, ministry would be the perfect word for it. In fact,
So
rehabilitation. Bringing souls back from the shadow. Not to shorten the sentence. That is a mandate set down by the king. I administer strictly the spiritual side.
Interesting. You make a deception check? Is that a
Yeah,
is it
pretty
persuasion? I forget.
Persuasion, deception.
much.
Still getting
Is there a
it.
persuasion?
Deception's a skill.
Deception.
No, I'm sorry.
There
Deception.
Unless I'm
isn't a
doing diplomacy?
persuasion
Persuasion
skill
is
that
diplomacy.
that would be diplomacy. in
Well,
Plus
Pathfinder.
5.
Either one, whichever what are you trying to do? Are you trying to deceive or are you trying to negotiate?
Negotiate, I think.
Okay, so go diplomacy.
7.
Total?
Yeah, 2 plus 5.
Okay.
So one more.
Wow,
In
that's
so-
in 20 rolls, we'll get a natural 20.
Top-
second roll.
Top
We'll get
start
there.
here.
We'll get there,
Top
guys.
start. We're doing great.
Oh boy.
Can't get lower.
Okay.
As I go to say my slick words, I bite my tongue by accident. Like, then. Oh, pardon.
We all have our moments. Well, as long as you are supervised, I see no reason why you should be down there.
Oh, of course. Surely I wouldn't. I wouldn't put my frail self alone amongst the prisoners. It takes Helm's word some time to reach the ears of ruffians. Sometimes.
Okay.
I'd welcome a guard. Perhaps not the Goliath fellow though. He had a bit of a look about him.
Everybody's got a look about them.
I mean. What is his deal? Who is that?
No, I don't. I don't have time to get into the nitty gritty of personal lives of passengers.
Yes, of course. Yes, I would love to be accompanied down to the.
Excellent, Rorak. and you see the orc kind of appear in the doorway with his harpoon. This gentleman needs an escort down to the brig. He has some ministering to do, and you see the orc go, "Holy men." And so, you think Tag would be up for it? Yeah. Tag.
Yeah. Oh,
Come on in.
And just this really big otter just comes in.
Look, it's big honking horn. It's like, yeah, all right, whatever. It's normal.
where did you? Are you?
I'm Tag.
Both of them right there, too.
It's
not sure
basically like a LeBron-sized otter. Hey, man.
I don't think I've ever seen an otter folk before. So.
Nope, very unusual.
What deities do you worship?
Food.
Yes!
So we aren't the dumb ones in the party.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Meat or vegetables?
Food.
Oh dear. You're not hungry right now. We could stop for a bite to eat the galley perhaps first.
Oh, I'm always hungry.
Oh my god!
You don't eat sentient creatures, do you?
What's that?
You know, ones that can talk and think and feel.
I don't think so.
Such a long
Sweat.
Yeah, Tag, oversee this guy while he talks to the prisoners. Just make sure he doesn't do anything wrong, okay?
Okay.
Good. So, alright, and the Captain Valeria says, okay, well, I have some more business to attend to. I have some letters to write to people on the island, as well as I must confer with the maps, make sure we're heading the right direction, make sure we're charting the right course. So would you excuse me?
Oh, of course. Perhaps the ceremony for the ship later.
Yes, sure. I don't care.
Of course.
Okay, so now you can feel free to escort him down if you wish, or
Be back soon. Come on there, sir. What's your name?
I am Brother Argo.
Hi, man.
Yes. And you are Tag, is it?
Yes.
Oh, it's a experience to meet you, Tag.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
What sort of hobbies do you have? I'm trying to figure something out to distract him. Do you like shiny things?
No.
Okay, well, do you like jokes?
What's that?
What's that?
Never mind.
You know, like it's not like he's just being a dumbass. Like he's just very like simple. Like
thud.
You know, just like
What's that? It's like
Not very
No,
worldly,
no,
kind
no.
of.
yeah, like you know, like I imagine
Sheltered.
he's like kind of like a very tribal like sort of lifestyle back home. Just no.
What's that?
Like, you know, very hunter-gatherer back home. Like, nothing's really going on for this guy.
you do you. Alright, so as Tag leads you downstairs, you go down, and it gets darker because there's just no light. The ship does have some ever-burning kind of candles, like give off a slight blue flame. They're harmless to the ship, but they provide enough light for us to see. And for right now, I think all three of you are you down at the bottom? You're not
We're making our way there.
You're-
Yeah.
Yep. And now, you all sort of are on the bottom floor with the brig. What do y'all do? As you come down the stairs, you see these two Leshy in a prison.
I don't think I know
with-
what a leshy is.
Yeah, vegetable people, I guess.
Yeah, you see two
So,
animated vegetables.
As those
remember?
two come
Really
down
big
the
vegetables.
stairs
Oh,
at
yeah.
the sound of footsteps, Grim looks briefly very hopeful and then just entirely confused.
And, like, I kind of go, there they are. And I, like, move over to the side so you can get past me, sit on a crate, and just, it creaks under my weight.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
I just like smushed trying to get past you in the narrow stairwell.
Coco, look how big that one is.
Holy shit, they talk!
Also, his mouth and face don't change shape as he talks
so it's
either.
just
There's
like-
just a sound coming
It's-
from out of the pumpkin.
It's as if it's a mask, but it's not.
That's what I said.
weird,
Who are the other prisoners?
Okay. So in the other cell, there's a dwarf named Boren Stormbeard. There's a tiefling named Kaelin Beto, and the human woman is Anaya Kozo.
Hello, my friends. I hope you'll come to think of each other and me as your friend. I am Brother Argo, to be the chaplain at the prison, and I thought I would take this time to get to know you immediately. So I'll ask the female, what's she in for?
Well, I'm first of all, I'm innocent, but you know,
Of course.
I've been accused of espionage.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
and you, Master Dwarf.
Well, I'm ashamed to say this, but you know, circumstances were what they were, and I stole from my clan's treasury, and now I'm being, you know, sent to prison.
I see. One-time offense?
Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah, of course!
What is
And the third one?
He kind of looks around. He's kind of like doing this with his fingers, like nervously. He's like always like kind of snapping them. He's like, come on.
Are you lacking something that you need?
Yeah. Can't burn anything down.
Something keeping your natural skills at pace?
Something. I can't. It's not producing the flame.
Did you snap your fingers?
Oh, yeah. Can I cast spells in here? Have we tried?
You have not.
I tried to cast ignition.
What does that do?
I snap my fingers and point at a target, and it begins to smolder, and I make a small attack roll.
So what do you point at?
Fingers? You're helping him, right? He wants-
Yeah, it is, like, does he have gloves on or anything?
No,
or
it's just bare hands.
You don't like people.
It's not that I don't like that. I'm fine with people. What else is in? What else could I target that's in here? Is
Well,
there something
there's
I have to target a creature. I target him.
Okay.
Fingers.
Oh, you do it. It specifies creature.
Going like this, he's missing fire, clearly.
I can do that. Or try to do that at least.
3? Did you get a 3?
Helping.
Did get a 3 on the die.
Are you sure?
I got a 3 on the die.
You got a
but I
freaking
got
3 on
plus 7.
Dude, it's a 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Those are the 3
Somebody
dice
rolls
rolls.
a 4 next. We are.
If there's a
gonna
friggin'
quit.
4,
Oh my
we're
God.
done tonight, you
I don't
know.
know.
Working up to a 20.
Whenever we hit that
4.
point, do the dumbest thing you can think of.
Yeah, right.
Because it's gonna succeed.
I got a 10
Okay.
total. Does that hit him?
Oh yeah.
Target
He's got an
disease.
armor and like he's sitting there like I'm
And
saying,
it casts.
yeah,
So he
cast.
casts.
Oh boy.
So
So-
you're like, I could do that. You snap,
Roll
and his
damage.
fingers.
What if he now
Light
casts
on
at the
fire?
same time and
2
it pops him?
2d4 it. Oh boy.
Yeah.
What?
Hope I don't kill
No.
him. We're just trying to help.
Oh god. 7 damage.
Oh my god, are you serious? Hold on.
Does he just die?
Please.
Well, he's experienced, so hopefully he's not just level 1. Or I don't know what NPCs are like.
I mean,
Okay.
7 damage at this level is
That's
insane.
a lot. That's almost max damage.
Oh boy.
That's crazy.
As he lights on fire, I turn over to Brother Argo and I go, we're really hungry down here. Can you get us some sunlight?
I gotta react to this first.
I know, but while that's happening, I am like,
You're just casually like, here you go, here's your fire.
This is our
Hey.
Okay,
Be so
you see him kind of sparking his fingers, and he goes, and then you cast it, and just his hands light up on fire. He goes, he's just like,
That's perfect. He's like, yes, no.
I turn to you and say that. I'm like, we're really hungry down here. Can you get us some sunlight?
he starts like putting his hands, stamping on his feet, trying to put him down, like anything, just to put out his hands that are on fire. And he looks around, and he pulls up the like kind of charcoal, and he's, why?
I'm just trying to help. You wanted that, right? You said to light things on fire.
Not me.
Oh!
My friend, let I'll protect you. I'll give him I'll give him a font of healing here.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast.
Oops.
We'd like
Just
to
run it out.
capitalize on that.
Sure, of course. It's chaos.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
We like hear all this going
Like-
down on the stairs.
I'm
Four.
See us, like, in the corner.
Yeah, so you see some of the the burn marks kind of recede, kind of heal over, and his hands look normal. They look kind of wrinkled now, like he's like soaked in water too long.
Tig.
Okay.
Toe. He's hurting.
Oh.
He's hurting, and these poor fools are starving. Please go get some medicine and food for them.
Sunlight.
Just food.
Ooh, actually, handsome fuzzy man.
And as I say this, I was hanging upside down, kind of by my tail. My legs kind of fold in front of my body, and I just kind of creepily like come back upright onto the ground. And I look at you with like the biggest like Puss in Boots, please give me stuff eyes you've ever seen. And I'm going to use shameless request
Oh god.
to ask you to please give me the key to my cell.
So
Nope, he doesn't.
He doesn't have it.
So
I don't have it.
looking to get it, right? Like if you're getting this, like, get us that too.
I mean, I don't know. Is it a contested role?
Can I don't know if I can even really use it on him, but I'd like to try. I'm used to
You know
doing this to people, so I figured I'd try.
I'm sorry,
I don't
hang
know
on a
what- I
second.
don't know
What
what it
was that
does.
magic thing that this guy has? Does he have that right now?
The magic thing?
Like,
Like resistance to magical stuff?
was
Or
was there
like-
some sort of like?
no, you didn't. We didn't take that one.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of
okay.
things.
Oh, okay. That would have been really funny. I couldn't figure out what.
So what this is, what I have is it's a feature called Shameless Request. I can kind of like downplay the consequences or outrageousness of a request with just sheer brazenness and charm. And so that lets me reduce a DC roll for making an outrageous request. And I can't critically fail, which would mean they can't
Okay.
hate me for my stupid request.
I
Doesn't
think-
affect their opinion.
If we
Can
can
I do that on
we can
camera?
do this as a as a contested roll.
Okay.
So it'd be your persuasion versus your your will save. However,
Diplomacy is
Um,
that the okay.
because normally it would lower the DC on other thing, we'll give you a circumstantial bonus of +2.
+2. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah.
And
that
so,
works.
just so you know, there's extra hero points at the table. One for Avis' birthday, and one
Nice.
for Tig Tag Toe.
Oh. All right.
So hero points.
Beautiful. Okay. Those are for the table.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
Let the
That's
games
cool.
begin.
4? Anybody get a 4?
I'll,
I got a 12 plus 7 for a 19.
No, +2 onto the 7. 12 plus 7 plus 2.
That's the circumstance bonus.
No,
21.
Oof. Okay, yeah. So you're definitely beating my like 15.
So
Okay.
even though you don't have the key, you're going to at least try to find it and get it for us.
I mean, I don't have it, but okay.
Worked.
Yeah.
Seeing the potential.
But you look at this little like coconut monkey, and it's like the cutest thing you've ever seen, and you just want to help.
You can cast. You are very persuasive. What are you in for, big fella?
Like,
Oh, it was all a big misunderstanding. Me and some of the lads had gotten into a bit of harmless mischief. But there was a local nobleman who sort of took it the wrong way and sent some bounty hunters after us. And caught me, and here I am. It all smacked of... I don't really think I was put to a fair trial at all, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see.
We're
Money
all good
talks and
people
all
in
of
here.
that.
Oh yeah, we were trying to save people, and they stuck us in the clink.
Yeah, we're heroes.
Their story gets crazier the longer you listen to them.
Oh, you're the hero type. You were trying to save people.
Yeah.
We like to help.
Anyway, you.
But
I assume you're the muscle in the group.
you'd be correct in that assumption.
And your compatriots, are they looking for employment?
As he says that, he sees a ball rolling up to the front of the gate and boom, and then goes, "Hey, buddy."
Oh, there you are.
And I turn into raccoon form.
This is a strange day.
Yes.
Are you still here?
Oh no, like I've lumbered off because apparently. I can't,
Actually,
like, do
even
this-
as you say that, I go, yeah,
I mean,
it does take
you know,
a little while
I
to
don't
get
have. I
used
will
to.
say.
You can ask for it. You don't need to get it, but you can acquire about it if you want to.
Well, like that's what I essentially would like. I'd go to my authority figure, like, hey guy, the pumpkin burned the other guy.
Do I have to come down there?
I guess.
You could ask for the key.
Like, do you have the key? We gotta go help that guy.
Guys, yeah, it's fine. Go take him to Alara. He takes out, the key. He goes over to the captain's quarters, goes inside, and comes back out with this long iron key on a huge ring. Gives it to you.
Okay. Huh. And I like loop it around my big wrist, and I like grab it. Okay. Who's this?
Okay.
Looking for work. I'd probably walk down the stairs after
Earnestly,
him.
very
Because he rolled the ball.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Conti, look, he can change shapes. Do you think you could do that like him? You could change shapes or something?
Talking to your little cantaloupe.
Yeah. It's
this
just like
guy, yeah, no, he's with us more like it.
Right, let's get the hell out. Let's get him out of here, and then we got stuff to do.
Well, 1 second here while I look for what
I'm gonna look for keys on the wall.
He's looking for the keys while and I found it.
That big critter's gonna be back. in
It's a
second. Let's
lot
hurry
like a
up.
chopstick, but it's a lot like this. So hold on just a second here while I go ahead and try to pick this lock in for a second. I'm very good
No
at this.
pressure.
No pressure.
Oh God, I'm very good at this. Come on, give him a 4.
Is it a 4?
Oh shit.
Oh.
23.
Oh, wow.
Okay. The lock just kind of melts open.
You ready, boss?
Told you I was getting out of here.
us too.
Well, what are these ones? They're delightful and terrifying. I love them.
We're heroes.
The heroes. Well,
Are you humanoid?
Heroes behind bars.
I don't.
Do you ask that in character?
Like
I'm
as
asking you.
like classification
We're
wise?
plants. We're plants.
We're plants. We're not humanoid at all.
I mean, we're shaped like we got
We don't-
human. We got
we
arms and
don't
legs.
eat food. We absorb nutrients through our feet and through the sun.
I ask as a. I can turn into humanoid things, so it could just be like a kiwi. But I don't want to be a kiwi.
Oh, I take Canty and I go and I open my top of my head and I put Canty inside.
Oh,
And
that's
then I close the top.
That's convenient, huh?
Just to
strange.
Stay in there and don't make too much noise.
Do we see
The
Canty
heroes.
through your
Yeah.
carved out face?
It's like peeking
Yes.
out through your eyes.
He's moving around in there a little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
They're heroes.
Yeah, we.
I don't think.
Heroes.
I don't think they're the kind of really good.
I
We're in
was.
here for murder, you know.
Yeah.
1 second.
The only situation where that would change someone's opinion of you for the better. Murder.
That's what they said. But they were.
Oppressors.
Yeah, they were keeping them hostage.
We freed so many souls.
So we burned their house down.
But you freed
Farmers.
hostages.
Yeah.
They killed a bunch of farmers.
But who are the hostages?
The vegetables.
Daft as buggers.
We're the vegetable emancipation group.
Yeah. Carrot juice.
Nuttier than the
murder.
squirrel dropping.
Well, to be honest, though, they did what they set out to do, so I think they did pretty well.
However, they would make an excellent diversion.
Excellent diversion. Yeah, I think we see place for it.
Okay, you're out of the.
First and who the heck are you, man? I mean, you start asking us for a job, and then you're just like, who's this fancy looking guy?
Also, while you guys are kind of arguing whether we should come with or not, we're out walking out of the cell.
Yeah, we're starting to head out.
Tags coming. You hear the whoop tag coming down the stairs.
Oh, we're gonna need to get moving quicker than we are.
I turn into a pouch and I go on your belt.
Perhaps back in the cage for now, unlocked. And once the big otter leaves, you have a ship. You have a boat.
We're on it.
What was the plan once you got him out?
Get him out.
Wait
Well, they were
till
gonna
we
get me out, you see.
Part 1 done.
These guys are smart.
And successful, might I add.
There's got to be a rowboat or something we can borrow.
We should have had a plan, like he said.
I was just gonna ask like I always do.
Here's the plan. You want to jump on the boat with us?
Yeah.
We're gonna find one.
All right, so assuming that you two have in fact walked out of the cell already, Grim grabs you both, drags you in, shuts the door. It'll just be for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other prisoners are like, they're looking over at this man that's happening. They're like,
Yes.
You have no magic. You are
They're crappy criminals
a
who
rogue.
got caught.
A rogue who got caught.
And a thief. And
You are a spy, and I
got
don't
caught.
think I can trust you.
you got caught.
well, you can, baby.
No, I'm a man of the cloth.
That's what they say. That's what they all say. I'll give you something else to devote to.
Sheets of cloths, you know.
Sheets of cloth.
Maybe.
Don't let them out though, because I think those are real bad guys, and they might like get chased around the whole ship and stuff, and they'd take them forever to get them back in.
You know, you say that, but
So, Tag, what do you see? What do you do?
Oh,
you
wait,
see
I
the-
come back down and I've just heard all
No,
this.
you're a pouch, right?
I've heard like maybe the last thing that he was saying. It was like, okay, I got the key.
And Helm will bring upon you protection.
Ching, 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 ching.
Oh yay!
You should have done it earlier. That guy's burned. Speaking of, I need burned guy. You gotta come with me.
I do?
Yeah, we're going to fix your hands.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And I like go to unlock it, and
This is a separate door?
Separate
Yeah,
Keys
lock.
for
separate door.
both
Two
doors?
separate-
Okay,
two
okay.
separate
So this one is
cages.
locked.
Still locked.
okay, so yeah, I go to unlock his door, and I grab him, and I start walking back out.
Oh, the key.
Oh, I can't give this to you.
Oh, please.
But the dwarf inside the other cell,
want it.
Warren, he's like, oh hell, that's it. He makes a run for it. I'm gonna take you out at the knees, you bloody bastard!
Whoa!
And he goes and tries to tackle you.
Okay.
So I'm making a tackle.
All right.
Ooh.
That's going to be a 18.
Against my AC of 15, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he jumps at you, grabs you around the knees. He's like, oh, and he tries to like kind of alligator roll you and knock you down.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really take because you're a large creature and he's a fool.
Yeah.
But he's basically like an ankle biter right now.
Okay. So, I'm gonna take my rudder and just basically go, stop that.
Oh, you're gonna smack him with your tail?
Yep.
Ooh, he's gonna give him the whip crack.
With your water tail.
Brain dust.
Yeah, like it.
Non-lethal damage.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just like,
Concussive.
you know, get out of here.
Knock him out.
17.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Is it a critical hit? You have to get used to
No, I don't
Yeah,
think
10
system.
or 10
No,
or
they're-
lower.
No, it's 17.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Critical.
Well,
have to be
yeah,
10
we
or
don't know
higher.
his AC. I don't know where AC starts on these. Like, is it 10
I think
base?
it starts at 10.
Okay.
I think 10 is base
Yeah.
AC.
Okay.
before
So
you
I
start
hit him
flying.
for like 7 damage.
Do you really? Wow.
Non-lethal though, because we did call that.
Yeah. Okay. So his AC is basically 10. Then you hit it what, 17?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So you thump him on the head, and he's like, ugh. He's visibly like his eyes kind of go cross-eyed. He's like, that was a bad idea.
And I used my rudder to like kind of like slowly guide him down and just like, no, you'll take a nap.
With that happening, Grim says to his cellmates, you see, whispering this, and this is why we're waiting until the big fella's not here no more.
Oh.
Right.
We're a little bit too loud with that.
Oh!
like, I told you they're smart.
And like as I go to lock the door again, and I'm like, basically, I've got like the guy under my arm,
Yep.
essentially, and like the key with my fist. I turn to Brother Argo, and I'm like, you see, their food's talking. Does that do that a lot of places?
I have never seen it before, friend. It is a first. It is a day of many firsts for me.
Okay,
we're not
I've
food.
never eaten food that talks.
We're not food.
And then I walk away.
Hey, get back here!
No. That'd be the opposite of what we want at the moment. We want him to go away. Because then he's now here no more. And then we can also be departing.
All right.
Let's skedaddle.
You don't have a plan better than just stealing a boat and getting out
Oh!
of here? Do you have a place to go to?
Can you give us a boat, big guy?
No,
Oh.
I don't have one of those.
So look, the idea of finding us another boat to get off of this bigger boat was probably one of the things that we maybe overlooked, but we figured there's going to be tons of boats on this thing. Do we have a place to go to? Yes. It's not here. It's actually land. So we're trying to get there. And I think that if we all just come together and if we just go calmly and quietly go and do what we do, we'll come get us a boat and we'll get out of here. Or we wait until we dock at this ship and then we go make ourselves a bit of a fun at the next place we land to.
Can we hide somewhere where there's sunlight?
Yeah, actually we can. We can do that. I can be... Actually, how big are you guys?
We're small.
We're small.
I don't want to be a planter. That'd be fun though. Maybe like a crate that you can put
They
vegetables
could
in.
be houseplants, large houseplants.
Yes. So what I can do is I could be somewhat of a crate. We can put 2 large houseplants in. They can get the sunlight. You can carry us up there.
I like this.
Yes. And in the meantime, we can look for the boats up on the dock.
Listen.
And if we...
He'll help me carry the other crate. It's a heavy crate.
Everyone
It's 2 large
stays in
plants.
everyone stays in the bloody cell for now. You and me, you have a ticket, right?
No. Well, yes, but not.
Some dwarf took it from us.
I have a ticket, but it's more of a cargo ticket. It's complicated. Don't worry, I got insurance, so when I don't show up, I'll get the money back.
Now that's good thinking, lad.
I will go up on the dock, on the top side, and I'll look for the lifeboats. Once I got one scoped up, we'll wait till evening, dark, till people are asleep, and then we're gonna make a run for it.
Ganny, I need to eat.
Oh, you
need a big-
always say that. You're fine.
If...
You're fine.
Okay, so look.
Orenda would always make sure that I had enough sunlight. This is no good.
Okay, small deal. Small deal. If we go get you guys some food, some sunlight, will you guys just like promise to be on your very best behaviors and you shut your that?
You have a blade.
I do.
We could.
I actually have.
Cut a little hole in the bloody side of the boat so they can get some light in.
We need. Yeah.
Oh, what if water comes in?
We're not that low, are we?
You're in
Oh,
the
we are?
bottom
Oh,
part
the
of
bottom.
it.
We're
You're
on
in
the bottom part.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's one way to sink a ship.
this isn't the kind of water we need.
No. Okay, so look,
I've
actually,
tasted
this
it.
is
It's no
not,
good.
this might work out for us. If we carry a basket of vegetables up to the top, it makes it
Yeah.
look like he's got something going on, right?
All right.
Then we set the basket of vegetables in the ship that we might, or the boat that we might be leading, so it marks it for the rest of us when we come up at night. The rest of yous, when we come up at night, you know which the boat is because you're gonna see the box of veggies.
We're always good though. Also, so we can do that.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
But can you be quiet?
a new lot in the other cell.
We
And
can
stay very still and
Yeah.
make no noise.
You're getting out.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
probably. Orenda said that I
Just
could
play
be
it cool, don't blow
I
our
could do
cover.
whatever I wanted as long as the dishes were done. And
So-
I haven't seen any dishes today.
The woman looks over and she goes, "What assurances do we have that you're really going to let us out?"
The cell's already unlocked.
What?
The cell's already unlocked. I opened the door. He didn't. The other fella didn't lock it. Back
Yeah,
up.
both of the cells are unlocked right now.
Too smart.
It's great.
Wait, I did.
No, you
No?
He did. No, he
I
did actually.
I
He
did.
said he said he had
Oh.
the guy under his
Oh.
arm and he locked
He
it.
locked
Oh,
Easily done. 1 second.
where's the
please.
ball on it?
That'd be a 14.
Yeah. It's simple, easy lock. This isn't meant to be.
See?
It's a holding cell. It's not like an actual prison.
Nighttime, we all make a bloody escape. Hit the boat, hit the lifeboats.
If this all works out, we owe you one.
Bet you do.
Right, and that's all well and good. Did you fellas grab my stuff yet? Or did you come here straight away?
Well,
They have our stuff.
we definitely need to make a pit stop to grab that stuff because we just came here straight away. You know how
Okay.
that works, right?
I appreciate it. I just...
Can you get our stuff?
You gotcha, buddy.
Yay.
I imagine it'll all be like in the cargo hold, yeah.
Probably in some kind of evidence chest or some kind of like transportation something or other.
I just can't be separated from my clan dagger. You know that. It's
No, I
great
know.
sentimental
He
value. You can't
cries
just
at
buy it
night
in the
when he
store.
doesn't have it. It's pretty simple.
Why don't you see about the stuff?
Okay.
You come up on the top side with me carrying the vegetables. We'll scope out a life ship.
This will work. This will work.
Okay. So as you all formulate this or execute this plan, you start to head upstairs, and we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back.
Dang it.
Oh my gosh.
Oi.
This has been great so far.
Oh my god.
We'll go to the captain.
Here's the guy in the
Characters, buddy.
Cool. Welcome back. Hey, everybody.
Thanks for sticking around.
Thank you for hanging out with us for a bit longer. And, right. We're going to finish up this episode 1, essentially, of our new campaign. And, but before we get back into that, please be sure to check out Wednesday night for Hunters on the CT Avis YouTube channel. And what are you all doing there? I mean, what's going on?
Ha! They are back infiltrating the Yelungatani building. They are looking for the kidnapped Githyanki engineer, and they're discovering clues. So it's probably building to something pretty soon.
Cool. All right, and then after that, Sunday we have Kingdom of Steam with our co-DMs
Yes.
and many people here at the table. So what's going on? What's happening here?
Well, last episode, Rid's character stuck his hand in a box and made everything all kinds of crazy.
They met Clarence and Vanessa.
Clarence and Vanessa.
Lovely couple.
Lovely.
Two statues being puppeted by a crazy, what's like a mind flayer?
Witness.
Mind witness.
Nice.
Yeah, mind witness. Just Clarence and Vanessa. They were bickering a lot, and then Chris's character talked to them for a little while before upsetting them. Although they were doing a really good job of upsetting themselves. Who really knows whose fault that was?
Fair enough.
And the oppressive vibes of the temple that we're in have inflicted many party members with temporary madnesses.
Okay.
Yes, and they're reaching the very
Wow.
bottom floor very shortly, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's like
All right.
one
Yep.
Friggin' hope
the
so.
last room.
They're
to
on
go.
floor 7. They got to get to floor 8.
Yeah, so.
It's a
Beautiful.
multi-layered pyramid scheme.
yes.
Sure is.
Gonna have to give it
That's
that
actually
one.
literal.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Can't shoot you for that one.
Okay. Let's get back to it. Oh, I guess it does feel good to have the fez back on.
Hmm.
You know.
Yes.
It looks good too, man.
Thanks. Running games without it, I know it was purposeful, but this is natural.
This feels right. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna pick up right where we left off, as you all have managed to basically open up 2 of the cells, formulate some sort of plan, and take it away, folks.
So, as I understand it, I'm bringing the vegetable people up to the top deck so they can get some sunlight and get powered up, trying to make them look like vegetables.
So we get into this
You're
crate.
getting
Are
into
you the
that
crate?
crate?
I am not the crate.
We found
I'm
a
going
crate.
with my man to go pick up his
there's
gear.
crates and boxes and
Okay.
barrels and stuff. Yeah.
And there's
probably
no
went back to storage.
top on the crate, right?
Found a crate,
Oh, an open crate.
probably
yeah.
with other vegetables and whatnot that the ship would
Oh.
have probably had for like the food and whatnot.
Okay.
So you open
Fine.
this thing up, and we're there to get in it, and we're like,
What the hell?
you keep them trapped in here?
Prison.
We gotta get these free.
There's more prisoners here.
All the more reason for you to get in there, and they'll leave with us.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a
Can
really
I-
good idea.
Right?
And you can keep them company,
We need the food.
quietly.
I would like to use voice of nature.
We'll need the
Oh,
food
you're gonna
anyway.
talk to the
I want to see
vegetables?
if these guys are okay. If anybody's gonna talk back to me,
How does voice of nature work?
Yeah.
I mean, plant empathy. I can feel what plants feel. Are they all right?
They're dead, aren't they?
Are,
I mean,
not
these
not
are-
necessarily.
Plants
These
are
are
without their
vegetables that have
nutrition.
Yeah.
Without their nutrients.
Can I
source,
hear
they're
any
not dead yet.
voices inside of this box?
Or
is
any
there any-
feelings.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like there's different crates of stuff.
Yeah.
And so there's a bunch of apples. There's
We've only opened up one,
You
so I
just brought
only
one
know
orange.
Yeah,
I
whatever's-
only know one thing.
I mean, obviously there's like potatoes. So there's like just standard fare. that
Oranges
lasts a
as
long
well.
time.
Scurvy's a real thing.
Oranges, yeah. So
A crate of oranges and potatoes.
what do you want to open?
Perfect.
Oranges.
Oranges and potatoes.
Okay.
Orange pumpkin, brown coconut.
Oh, potato.
A big fuzzy potato.
Do I feel any
Okay.
life in here?
Kinda. It's like real dim.
They're not upset.
No, they're just kind of. They most of them, they seem really tired.
Okay.
Or confused.
Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna get these out. We gotta help them.
We're gonna save you, little guys.
Probably should get some water. Don't know how long we'll be away.
The two of you would know that that will be a non-issue because I can create one.
So he would. I'm with you. But yeah,
Well, that wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, are you still?
I'm with you.
You're a pouch
We're gonna
on
go
me?
get.
Oh,
We're gonna go get your gear
right.
In our stuff.
and their stuffs.
You get the stuff. You get your mate's gear.
He's going.
Okay.
I'll
Put
see
these
about
two
it
together,
Just
and
if
I'm
the
with.
subject of water would come up, you would know that it is a non-issue as long as we've got cups or water skins for it to go into.
Yeah, I bet. As long as we have containers, water's not an issue.
Okay, so we're getting in this box. I guess.
If I, it would look really suspicious if I bring them all the way up to me, bringing a crate of food up to the top deck.
When I get it to the other guy.
I mean,
We'll put a tarp
you
or
could
something
just-
over it. They
if you
won't
could
know
just
it's
get
food.
them near a porthole or
We
something.
need light.
Yeah, I was thinking if I just put
As
them
long
on
as there's light
the
shining.
next floor
on
where
them,
there's
yeah.
a porthole.
Yeah.
We're getting into the box and we're like, excuse me? Pardon me? Excuse me?
Sorry.
You see
That
these
would be
oranges look
adorable.
around, kind of shuffle around.
I can just feel them being okay. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're very polite murderers.
Okay. So as you all start to move up to the next level, the other cell is still unlocked, right?
Yes, I asked them to wait
Wait till
nighttime
night.
so we can all escape
Yep.
at once. But I'm going to kind of try to set them up with distraction.
Okay. So as you go up to the next level, there's the portholes are there, a little more light, and what do you do? There's still the what's his face? I guess
We definitely Rorik.
the Rorak is up on the top deck. Not Scales. Dave.
Dave.
What was
Dave.
that guy's name?
Dave. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, it's a totally average name. Like, who is this person? I don't remember. Yeah, but Dave is the the weapons guy, and he's looking around. He's got some more deckhands, kind of moving some extra cannonballs still. Just kind of keep things organized. It's like, okay, boys, gotta make sure that we're ready to rock and roll at a minute's notice. Yes, sir. And then they keep moving around. What do you all do?
Yeah, so
Hold still.
we're definitely looking for that evidence case, or maybe their belongings, so that we can return his cult dagger to him.
Okay.
I see. Plan.
Clan, whatever I
Cult
said.
dagger would imply
You
very
know, whatever.
different
It's the
backstory
same
for my
deal.
character.
Some dagger that does
is
things.
Investigation or perception, or I forget what's the skill that's relevant for this?
Before you do that, can I follow up?
Yeah.
On Dave. Excuse me, Dave. Are we expecting trouble?
Well, you always gotta expect a little trouble out here, I guess.
Anything in particular?
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff here floating around the sea.
What does that mean?
You know, there's a login have been pretty active lately. There have been extra marrow. You know, the sharks have been kind of out and about. You know, it's been kind of hit and miss. Depends upon where we're at.
I see.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should take precautions myself. You're pointing the cannons to the port and the starboard?
So yeah.
Nothing to the back.
Well, we don't have the AF guns, unfortunately.
I see. That's a shame.
But Pip's working on that. She's got some things that are cooking up, and she's really great. But you know, it's always.
But nothing right now.
I don't know. I mean, she's pretty efficient sometimes. Oftentimes she's not. But, you know, she could have anything at any time because she's...
That's where the two boats are.
Yeah.
I was just making sure that
Yeah.
we're not gonna get blown out of the water.
No. Okay, other folks? Did you...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
So I got an 8. Maybe I look this way, you look that way. But I got an 8.
An 8?
All right, you look
Perception.
down that way. I'll look over here.
4.
I actually got the 4, yeah.
Oh my god, did you really?
Yeah, I really got the goddamn 4.
All right. Oh.
Tell me to get a 5?
11.
Okay.
Six.
So as you're looking around, you pretty quickly realize that underneath the captain's quarters on this deck, you know, so near the aft of the ship, that's where most of the storage is, and particularly your stuff is likely to be there.
Okay.
Guarded, heavily guarded, lightly guarded.
There's the deckhands and people walking around, checking out the cannons, moving stuff around. It looks to be relatively nothing.
Unguarded.
Yeah, unguarded. But there are people around.
So let's go straight for it, but we'll go stealth-like.
Yeah. I figure as long as we go quiet, like it ought to be. Just gotta act natural,
Just natural, yeah.
real natural.
Yeah, let's do
Got
that.
it.
Let's just go straight into it, yeah. 14
Oh, that's
For what?
Okay, thank God.
for stealth.
For
So we were
stealthing.
trying to stealth. We want to try and
Hiding,
get them over
like
there
14
unnoticed.
stealth.
Okay. And yours?
We'll see. 8.
Yeah. Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Are they in the same level as I am?
Yeah. You all came up
Can I
together.
create a distraction?
Sure.
I'm going to go over to like where one of the piles of cannonballs are, and I'm going to push one over and go, "Oh my foot! Oh my foot! Oh! Oh! Oh!"
I'm gonna go. Are you okay?
Shut up!
Okay.
This is the part of the mission where you don't do any talking.
So as you push it over, you see one of the other deckhands looks to be like, 20-something teenage or 20-something teenage.
That's
Going in.
20-something. I mean, if,
You know.
depending on the race.
20-something,
kind of.
human male. Good lord, Matt. Yeah. And he's like, "What? I worked hard. What are you doing? Stop that! Go!
My foot!
Damn civilian, get upstairs.
Bring Alora! I think it's broken.
You don't need her. Just get out."
Is that enough of a distraction for these guys?
Yeah. That'll be
Good.
I'm telling Storm Eye about this.
Be my guest.
Fist bump.
I'm a very
look
important
at them,
person
we're
where
like-
I'm from.
Okay, that's what they all say. Doesn't matter, we're on the open ocean. You get nothing here.
Yeah, I say.
Okay, so
We're going through all that stuff and getting it all for him.
yeah. Okay, so you're going up the door. You kind of peek in. You're looking around. Just for minutes, Rourke is looking at you. He's like, "Tag, where's the key?"
Right here, boss.
Okay, good. You didn't put it. You didn't think to put it back.
Well, that's why I'm bringing you this guy. And I show you the guy who's got his hands burned.
Okay, so put the key back. Take him to see the mage. Get him to do that.
Yep.
Okay.
I had to tell you though, because that weird pumpkin guy burned him just out of nowhere. Should he be burning people?
No, he shouldn't be burning anybody. Nothing should be burning on the ship, period, because we're on a wooden ship.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's why I'm telling you and showing this guy.
Okay, so change in plan. Drop the dude. We'll put him in. I don't know. We'll give him to me. Okay, good. He picks him up.
Definitely picturing. Drop the dude. Okay. Throws him over.
Just like it drops him.
Okay. He looks at the tiefling and just goes bonk and knocks him out. Okay. And I'm gonna set him down. I'm gonna tie him up, and he gets the ropes, just like expert deckhand.
We'll deal with
moves,
this guy later.
All this kind of stuff. Just
He's
ties
been
him
tying
up.
ropes his whole life.
Stays
Yeah.
in sailor knots.
Yeah. Just hog ties the guy. So his hands are kind of like real pushed together, so they're kind of rubbing against each other, and he's like,
Oh, shit.
Oh no. Fire guy.
yeah. He's like, okay, give me the key. Thanks. He puts the key under tucks it away. Let's go find this pumpkin and let's go figure this out.
Okay.
Lead the way.
And I just I just immediately start bringing them back down to the jail because that's where I think they are.
Okay. So you go as you start to enter the door, you hear footsteps going down from above you, and they're two heavy sets of footsteps. And you identify one as Tag because you heard him previously, but the other one you make the quick assumption that it is Rorok. How do you?
I turn into a blanket and cover him.
Yup.
Yeah.
I duck and hide amongst the
We've
baggage
done this
here.
before.
Okay. And I need you three plus you two to make deception checks or stealth checks, whatever's higher.
I was with him with the fruit.
So wait a second, though.
no.
Wait a second, wait. He's with the fruits.
Yeah.
And he's with the fruits.
What's the veg?
We're alone.
Okay.
You want me to roll the deception, right?
How did
For
you
this
do?
one?
Yeah.
For the blanket?
again?
Or the stealth
okay.
deception?
Again.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
And you're on top of me.
I didn't have one
I assume
before.
his
12.
rolls are way
That's
better.
my first net one.
Should I
Although
re-roll
I guess
it
it's
too,
not quite the
even though
same,
he's on
right?
top?
No, that's fine. You
Okay.
can take his.
I'm with them.
You with them? Okay. So
Technically, it's an 8,
It's
but it wasn't that
19.
one.
19.
19.
Can I do
Okay.
deception?
Oh wait, it's
Uh,
stealth. Oh,
yes,
that's bad.
if you wanted to
Oh.
try to talk your way out of this.
19.
Okay. What do you say?
What's happening?
You see Tag coming down first, followed by Rorok, and you hear Rock kind of grumbling about this freaking pumpkin, fire, give him a piece of, just that kind of talking to himself, muttering to himself.
Am I carrying the crate or are you carrying the crate?
I think we're both carrying a crate because there's two of them,
Okay.
and it's oranges and potatoes, but they're also covered so that hopefully they don't get seen at all. It's moving food.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
rolled a 2.
But you're in a box
So
of tapes.
she rolled a 1,
I
Yeah.
rolled.
and she's
oh,
got plus.
I
1.
have a 2. I rolled a 1.
Excellent.
Okay, let's see here.
So that's going to go hideously, wildly wrong.
Oh yeah.
You have that crate.
That's great.
yeah.
That's great.
Not it.
Not it.
Rock paper scissors.
Okay. So is there something you want to say or do before nonsense happens?
I say, this food is moldy and terrible. I was going to bring it to show Stormeye. Even prisoners should not be fed such things.
Okay.
You see Coco's eyes just kind of open up because she's angry because you're offering to eat vegetables.
Okay.
Death stare. Coco's
So
death stare.
as this happens, you see
Whole
like,
tarp over.
you lift the tarp to look at him as he like. As I assume Tag kind of looks in.
I'm
Yeah.
fighting him for
We
the
are-
tarp. It sounds like
I
he's
am,
like.
I'm desperately kind of trying to keep myself under control, and I do, but
I fail.
Yeah.
100%. I get angry because they're talking about eating vegetables.
Okay, so you're in the. Are you with the potatoes or you're with the oranges?
potatoes.
Limit the
These are
potatoes
potatoes.
because I'm a potato.
Okay, so you're holding the oranges. Okay, I can't believe this is what I have to talk about.
You're holding the potato.
This is a very important DM-centric question.
So many sentences that you find yourself saying, and you're like, yeah, this only ever
Yeah,
makes
you have
sense.
to understand the difference.
The
It's
game
like comparing potatoes to oranges.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh
so
my god.
Jesus Christ, how do you handle this? You say you want to eat them, and you kind of like peek under, and you see her eyes kind of.
Well, I've offered to eat them. Like, I'm not gonna go take the box, I guess.
Okay.
But
But you do
I would
see-
be surprised to see. Hey, what are you doing there?
What did you see? Eyes? Of course, potatoes have eyes. The corn has ears. Enough of this nonsense. This cannot stand. The captain should see this.
Pull the sheet tighter to the crate.
Okay.
Yeah, just we've got to get rid of this stuff before it gets moldy and the flies and all that starts happening. You don't want an outbreak on the ship.
And Rorok looks at all of you, and he's just like, "No way. This is freshly loaded fruit, produce. This has only been a day. This is no way it's gotten moldy. And who the hell are you people touching our food? It's supposed to be rationed out according to Silas's schedule, our cook, because he's the cook, and none of you look like the cook."
I am a holy man, of course. I was only administering to the souls of the imprisoned down below. when this food was brought before
Yeah,
them.
I think you're all going back down below. I think we all need to be back down in the brig.
Unhand me. I am I'm a priest of hell, I'll have you know.
That doesn't mean anything out here. Right now, out here, Stormeye is your god. She controls the ship. She navigates us. She gets us from point A to point B. Ain't nobody out here. Ain't no jury. Ain't no trial. Ain't no god out here.
Blasphemy. I will not stand for this.
What are you doing?
No, nothing.
I feel.
You just see, I'm chaos.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have anything?
The blanket isn't itchy, but it is itching for a fight. It sounds like.
Okay, I am gonna use one of my spells. I am going to cast Summon Plant or Fungus on one of the oranges.
Oh.
He's gonna make him moldy.
No, he's
It's
gonna
gonna come to
sprout
life?
little arms and little legs,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna go run.
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, 100%. Mr. Peanutting all the way down.
And I'm just gonna toss him out of the box.
Yeah. Okay, so you see this little orange just scurry across, just run the length of the deck.
See?
Oh, good lord! We gotta get rid of these now! Look at that!
I try to catch it.
Oh,
Of course you do.
Okay, guys, I have stats for this thing.
Oh
Hold on,
my
let me
god,
find
there
God,
are
make it a attack
stats
roll.
for it.
of course there are.
Oh my god.
I mean,
amazing. Woo! Here,
it,
re-roll that.
It
That
tried
was
to
definitely
attack
bounce
you,
out.
unfortunately. Nope, that's probably not good.
Better than the bounce out was.
This is like echoes of Onolo grabbing the bunny.
Yeah!
Well, that's why the otter's so good, because it is the spirit of him. I love it. He's just such a dummy. But I want to eat that little thing.
Okay, it has a speed of 25 feet, so it's
Whoa,
actually
it's
faster than you.
It's faster, but I rolled to try and catch it, I guess? I made an attack roll for it?
Yeah,
Oh, like as it jumps out
Okay,
of the
yeah,
crate,
Do you want me
kind
to
of?
roll for it against it somehow?
Like
What's his
Like
AC?
a
stat block?
dexterity of some sort, I guess?
Acrobatics.
Does it have an AC?
It does have an AC.
Oh.
It has an AC of 15.
15 AC.
Oh, I had a 13.
So you're just barely missing it, so...
Slips from your
Yeah, kind of
Have
jumping
fun
through
with
your
that,
fingers
otter
and-
boy. Enola can't live it down. Stupid rabbits.
You know, I'll
Tricks are for
still
kids.
try again. I'm a hungry boy.
Okay.
It is running as fast as it can.
All three of
That's
its
what
actions are
you know,
right.
I gotta
Yeah.
tell you,
Well, they're
Coach, I was
distracted.
really
Yeah.
hoping we were gonna find the stuff before this devolved into nonsense.
I
What do you have on you?
I don't suppose there's any undergrowth 60
Clothes
feet
and a fan.
within.
undergrowth.
it could teleport.
Oh my god.
God's sake.
What do you have?
In keeping true to the fact that I rolled a nat 1,
Yes.
I
I've
think
got that too.
Coco underneath the blanket is just gonna very
It's
quietly
not on me, it's more from me.
potato.
Oh my god.
No, they're
So-
chanting it's haunted. They have to go.
This crate is haunted.
But,
Your
now
vegetables
that
are
does not
haunted.
seem that crazy because they just did see an orange
Yeah,
pop out and run
Orange
away.
is running down to the floor. You see Tag chasing the orange. Rock's just like, what is that? And you like potatoes are chanting, and you're like,
Hence, the holy man possess fruit. We need to go. Sir, onward.
Okay. I'm like this. A bullshit gesture.
Religious gesture.
and Rock's just like, I don't know. Okay, well we're on a boat that can't go far. Okay.
He is going to suddenly have a potato in his hand.
What?
Yes. I'm going to use thoughtful gift. I can teleport one object of light or negligible bulk held in my hand, and it appears instantly in the target's hand if they have a free hand.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm a potato.
I mean, technically,
Suddenly potato.
it says you can refuse the gift, but I don't know what that really means.
I think we found the name, the episode title.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly potato.
Potato.
or something. I don't know, but
Spuddenly potatoes.
Oh wow.
Yes. Yes.
Can we? I'm shooting you for that, Josh.
Okay.
I don't get to shoot you very often.
yeah.
I'll take it.
Barely.
Yeah. I'll take them.
I think you're
Spuddenly
good,
potato.
Josh.
Okay.
That's everybody.
Okay. So Rock looks at this potato. He's like, "What?"
See?
Does he have another
Okay.
free hand?
Possessed, as he said.
So you have another free. It's a cantrip, right?
Yeah, I have another. I could do this 2 more times.
Oh my god.
Does he have another free hand?
Yeah.
He has another. Free
Ah!
It's spreading. It's getting worse. We need to go.
This is
I
fantastic.
stop and I'm like, I start looking expectantly at my hand.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah. And then he just drops the potatoes. It's like, "Are you gonna grow legs?" No. Okay.
I come back. That one is.
Wait. Wait.
I think
Did you catch it?
we might have.
No,
he's
eating
eating
one
potatoes.
potatoes on the ground.
Okay.
One orange.
I imagine
two
we're
potato.
starting to run up the stairs.
You're trying
Oh
to
yeah,
go.
you're gone.
I'm chanting bullshit. You know, it's like, oh, solo mio.
Okay, yeah, you're all trucking upstairs. Rock's just like looking around. Fine, I guess. Tag, go get the orange. Make sure it doesn't cause any damage. That or actually, hold on. Like, I'll get the orange. I'm faster than you, so
That's fair.
you go upstairs and watch Potato Boys.
I grabbed the potatoes on the way up and I just started eating.
Okay.
We were too far away. I don't know.
So
we
start-
don't notice.
Start heading up. What do you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, so I'm still a
All right,
blanket on you.
Coda, we better get back to it. We gotta find this stuff fast.
Already.
I have a feeling that the luck's only gonna stay on our side for so long.
Yeah, I mean, probably. So let's go get your stuff. Let's get their stuff and we cheese it. Yeah, so can we just grab the stuff?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
cheese? Okay, so
Okay.
we grab the stuff. I turn into a cool little hat for his head, and we get up there.
I have a question. What was your stuff?
I have a pair of scissors and a steel shield.
Okay. I'm just
Is it like a
Verifying
steel dinner plate?
Where is my stuff? Oh,
Yes.
here.
It does look like that, yeah.
I just have some.
tell you, this is
I also
adorable.
just have like a shield, some caltrops. I have a net.
okay.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
would also like to say that I have looked extensively for rules that say that a druid can't use metal in Pathfinder, and
There's
nowhere
no information saying
in
you
the
can't.
in the actual literature does it say anywhere that druids can't use something with metal. Sure.
Yeah,
Cool.
we went over it pretty, like, you know.
Yeah.
We went
Yeah.
crazy. It just as a note for
That's cool.
Weird.
That's a
Yeah.
D&D thing. So.
Um, So we gather up their things. I throw them in a sack or
Okay.
whatever.
Cool.
Among my items is leather armor, so I'm gonna put that on
Okay.
before we start.
Sounds
Go
good.
do anything else.
Cool.
Other
Good.
than that, it's I have
Yeah,
a
we're
healer's
gonna get up
kit
there.
and my clan dagger, which is
Important.
more of a flavor thing than anything.
Gotcha.
I don't use weapons.
All right. So as you gather up all your stuff, either you put it into your backpack, you load up all the people's gear, make sure you have all things for everybody, and you as you exit, you just see all the deckhands and the master at arms just go, and they look at you, kind of give you up and down, and just go back to what they're doing.
Nice.
I'm gonna pop the oranges down next to the guy who's tied up.
Yeah.
You owe him. Burn his bonds, free him.
Okay.
Now this far.
Ignition? Are you gonna hurt him again
So, yeah.
though?
This is a spell that says targets one creature. Can I target non-creatures with this fire?
Target just the rope.
Is there anything bad about that? I can
Creature's
look up.
wearing it. You know, so there
Well,
could be
Oh,
some
because I can use it. I can do it as a melee instead of a target. So can I just reach down, grab the rope, and set it on fire?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll do. I'll pop out and I'll grab the rope
Okay.
and I'll ignite it.
Okay.
So
Yes.
friend. Tonight, we give be cool until, and then they have a great amount of cannonballs and gunpowder. Meet us in the lighthouse.
He's so good at being sneaky.
He looks around and he's like, I have the finger nails.
Say you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Did you say Jack? You're welcome.
No, I'm saying you're welcome. Out of the crate.
Okay.
That's next time.
And the guy looks down and just kind of kicks the crate. Fair enough. Right, yeah. And he gives you a wink and he kind of just moves away and goes over towards the starboard side just to hang over and just check out the ocean and stuff. Just look totally nonchalant. Other folks, are we doing anything?
I am actually just trying to make a little sunlight and just so I can recharge.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of looking for the lifeboat to sneak a crate into.
Yeah, so you have to go back to the aft behind. The lifeboats are over here on the top deck. So yeah, you basically come out through over here. It's easy to get to, but you have to go to the forecastle, which is on top next to the steering wheel.
Oh.
And
Where did your orange? He ran.
The
That's all you
the
told
orange
me
is
to
down on
do.
the brig. He just ran downstairs like
Circles.
He's got a full orc just sprinting after it.
Yeah.
And,
How long does he
I joined
last?
you
1
guys
minute.
with my
After a
2
minute,
potatoes.
he just drops back to
Oh, he's gonna turn back into an orange.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so as you're looking around on the top deck, you see the other crew members just kind of doing the thing. A couple of deckhands looking over the water. You see Lucky up at the wheel, scoping it out. Just kind of, he's actually like kind of floating. Kind of, it looks like he's reclined in an invisible chair, just kind of doing this with the wheel. And that's pretty much who's around in terms of up here besides the other passengers. But what do you wish to do, if anything?
Maybe we don't go straight for the lifeboat just yet. We'll wait for it tonight.
Oh. Just be cool. So I do. Reach in, I grab an orange. I go over Lucky. Oh, the captain wanted everyone to make sure they were warding off their scurvy. And as a man of the cloth and a man of healing, I insisted that I administer it. So I'm going to start giving anybody up there an orange.
Okay.
Then I'm going to put the crate next to one of the boats.
Okay. Make a deception check.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna make a perception to see if I
understand what's happening?
Because as long as people having oranges isn't a problem.
Holding onto an orange is
Holding
fine.
onto an orange is fine.
15.
Companionship is acceptable.
Eating an orange is going to be an issue.
Don't eat them yet. Wait for an hour.
An hour, you say?
You have to
You
acclimate to
you
the
shouldn't
order.
eat until at least an hour after boating.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard
Well, yeah.
that.
Well, it kind of reminds me. He reaches into a pouch, pulls like this little pebble. It's like this little guy. Like, I had him, and it took me an hour before I even introduced myself. And then, then I popped in my mouth, and well, he came out later. But then I washed him, and now he's back.
This dude eats rocks. What?
What?
Well, no, I got okay. And then this guy, this is from Mom, and this one, he keeps pulling out these pebbles, and he keeps telling these outlandish stories for all of them. I haven't had a chance. All my other crew know all the stories, so you're
While
new to me.
while they're talking, I'm going to kind of use that instance to kind of move my crate over next to his.
Okay. Good. So both crates are kind of adjacent or near the dinghies,
Yep.
and you see this happening. This guy's like, okay, this one, Dad gave to me because it was the first time he shot a deer, and
Oh, very special.
yeah, I know it was great, right? And he just keeps talking for a little bit. Then he's like, well, oh crap, hold on. He puts his hand back in the reel.
I love the idea that maybe the boat did a little bit of this for a second. Oh, right.
Yeah. I can't, I love talking about my rocks, but I can't.
That's over dinner. I could hear more about your rocks.
Okay.
Bring the
Yeah.
shiniest rock.
Yeah, well, I've got a sure. He's very special, but not as special. Like I really pride myself on navigating and doing this stuff. So
Yeah, I need to get dressed for dinner this evening.
okay, you go do that.
Sorry for Bob.
Good. So you guys descend after leaving the crates there, and Rorok, you see, comes back up from the upper decks, or the lower decks, I should say. Looks around. He's like, "Where?" And then his eyes stop and squint. And he looks, Tag, off the starboard bow. Giant eel, come on.
I look right, and where's the big bird?
Bird. Eel.
Giant
Oh, giant
eagle.
eel. I thought you said eagle. I was like,
I
Eel.
also heard eagle.
My bird.
No. Yeah, giant eel.
You see, look.
Tag doing that.
He's
was
an
great.
eel in the water.
Looks up in the air. I don't see it.
What bird do you mean?
Sorry, I thought I heard eagle. I was like, huh?
I legit heard eagle also, so Tag hearing that in real life, like in game, is
Too many good titles for the
beautiful.
episode. Okay.
Potatoes and eagles.
Look, it's an eel. An eagle?
There's an eel in the water. Looks up.
So yeah, he calls your attention to that, and I guess you see like this 16-foot eel kind of slither out, and you see its head kind of break the water a little bit, and it opens its mouth, water rushing in. It's got layers of teeth all the way down, and it looks like run full speed at the boat. We're gonna stop there.
Nice.
Yay!
Yep.
Heat is on.
Yeah, if you don't have time for combat.
The Oddlot crew is about to have a foray into the more.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh wow, that's good.
Amore.
Cool, cool.
Tune in for the next episode. That is amore.
Make some adjustments.
Snake hits your boat.
Good.
You capsize and float.
I for-
It's amore.
How long has it been since the whole fight with Tiamat?
What did we say, like,
Canonically,
year?
did we decide on 1 year or 5 or 4 or something?
I don't remember. Hold on.
I think we should give it some
I just-
time because I
well-
think there needs time for like the
For
the
things
weird
to change,
spread,
for-
things to change.
Yeah.
We said 5 years.
5 years.
5
okay.
years is great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Just wanted
so
to make
the-
sure the age of my Leshy was
Yep.
above that.
Yeah. So the other basic things that are you all know, people have heard about is obviously the Battle of Cliffnall, the exploits of the Oddlot, how Tiamat's army, the faction of it, have been scattered and for various reasons. 5 years after, the Cogmaster's been let off the chain in terms of what he's going to do, and I guess the Cliffnall technology of like mech suits, the other weapons, the Death Star laser tower, the airship kind of stuff. That one thing we know is that there is now a bunch of arms smuggling in and out of Cliffnall.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Cool.
because of that. So those are the other truths that we remember or we talked about.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool,
Sorry.
no problem.
Just wanted to make sure I didn't
Yeah.
make a mistake.
Right. So thank you one and all for this interesting. The characters are great. This is wild. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to get real mischievous real fast. It's going to be wild. Looking forward. But everybody out there in cyberspace, thank you for checking out our game. Episode 1 of our new campaign with this. And it's
With
gonna
Pathfinder.
with Pathfinder, second edition,
Yeah.
which is going to be great. I think we're all going to have a lot of fun. And so check us out next Monday, and we'll be here again around 7:00 start time, hopefully. In the interim, looking for more awesome content, check out Hunters on Wednesday, CT Avis on YouTube channel, then Kingdom of Steam on Oddlot channel here on Sunday. You all start what? You start closer to 8, right?
They
7:30?
start closer.
We start
to
closer
eight.
to 8.
We aim
Eight.
for 7:30
Eastern
is the latest.
Okay, yeah. So there's that kind of stuff, and take care.
There's a link for Discord
Yeah.
down below
Oh,
too
sweet.
as well.
Do the YouTube thing.
Join us
Yes,
and hang
the
out.
like, subscribe, and
Sir Lank and
Comment.
Yeah. Master like. Anyway, we'll figure that out. They have those names. But anyway, take care. Peace and love.
Good night.